What is going on, YouTube? What is going on? Thank you very much for coming over to watch another episode of Pips and Points, where I, your host, Jono, analyze the Nas100. So that is the one instrument the week that I look at. I look at every week. I'm looking for positions, and and this particular one we've been tracking for a couple weeks now. Okay. And we want to see how everything's kind of going to play out. So the last recording that I did was on the 28th, and like I said, we're looking for a position and we want the position somewhere down here, but however, this level is acceptable. We'll work with that. Okay, now between then and now, a lot has happened. So what I've done is I've kind of removed all of the candlesticks that came before, because today actually is the 5th of December, and this week that we're looking at right now is of the 26th of November. So there would have been 2 more weeks in front. So the week of the 28th, which is what you would have seen me record and discuss, and that would be my previous video that would have been uploaded on the 28th, because I like to upload the videos on the day that I filmed them, so everything is accurate. You can go back timestamp and check them out with your own charts and technical tools that you might be using. So what has taken place last week? Okay, so last week on the 3rd of December, okay, we had the non-farm payroll. So the non-farm payroll came out. The reports are what many people in the market expected it to be, which wasn't great news, and it reflected in the market. Now, was this favorable to the outcome I was going for? Absolutely. And now I'm going to play out what's happened since the whole of last week, okay? And then we're going to put in, I keep saying we a lot. It's a London thing. We say a lot of we's, you know, and some say I. And obviously I'm a people person, so I say we. You know, I like to include everybody. We're all gonna win together. And then you got the I guys who was like me, and me. So I'm not that person. I'm the we. Always in a team, right? So when I say we, I mean me. Okay, but however, if you're watching, that includes you also, because you might agree with my reasoning, you might not. It all depends. So okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit play, okay, and you're going to see what has happened within this last week within the markets. So let's play. So from the 26th up to the 3rd of December, let's see what happens. So let's hit play. Okay. Ooh. Oh no. Ooh, what's that? Looking very interesting. And then look. Terrible. Well, good for me, but terrible for those that had certain positions. But as you can see, is doing what it does. Look at that, and that is what I wanted to see. So last week, 3rd of December, and this area right here, let's click this off so you know this area is non-farm payroll, negative report that sent it all the way down. And literally when I saw this move happening last week, I was like, should I make a video, should I not make a video? Because I was like, you know what, maybe I should make a video. But then a part of me was like, nah, there's no need, because you kind of want to come on once a week, or if I'm going to be doing more in a week, it basically means that there's a lot of favorable conditions that's going my way. And with this, I just saw this was a pretty much a no-brainer. Anyone with eyes to see would have seen this particular situation happening, and either would have jumped in with a sell. And like I always like to do, after seeing this funnel arise in a situation like that, I'm not gonna lie to you, because this is actually how I genuinely trade. I would have been putting sells right here. I'd have been putting sales right here with a stop. To be fair, I put most likely would have been tricked out. Why? Because usually I put my stops above the first candle wick. So say for example, right, say for example, because I gotta be honest when I'm telling you guys how I like to do things, because it doesn't help you just start telling people stories. So let's just cut from here, right? So the area where I've cut from, I would have been able to, so let me just remove this out of the way, right? So I know with my two eyes, I would have been able to assess that this is going to be a downtrend, and I would have been looking for sell positions, right? So how would I have executed that sell? Simple. I would have aimed to put in a sell order here. So a sell order that will go through all of the wicks, that touch every single wick up until, so my sell order is going to be here, and this would have been the disaster. This would have been what would have driven me absolutely crazy. It's where I would have put my stop, and I would have put my stop right here, boom, right above these wicks, right above these wicks, and many people would have done that. Okay, now if you hit play, boom, we would have got stopped out only for it to keep going where it was going. And let me go take it back again. Let me take it back again. So take it back again, and just get rid of these, just so you get to see how the pain feels like when the market pisses you off, which it does a lot of times. It just does a whole bunch of silly things, but like I say, this thing is not any place where you get emotional. It just is what it is. So I would have aimed, so as you can see, we've covered just the top of this area a little bit, so we're making sure that we're clear of that, and that's exactly what I would have done. So, and then this is what would have happened. So would have been right, 100% correct. Boom. See that? It would have taken us out and brought us back down again. But it didn't look like that, and that's what would have happened. So let's get rid of this whole thing altogether. So last week when I was when I saw this, no. Yes. So last week when I was watching this whole situation unfold, I knew that I didn't want to sell. I didn't even want to jump in on a sell order. And bearing in mind, the same thing can happen on a buy. It happens all the time, because it wasn't a good location for me to even get in on, and it's many pips. So if you call that right, you would have done very well, very well indeed, very well indeed. But however, if your stops were anything just above, if it wasn't really an ambitious stop, chances are you got closed out, and then it carried on going in the direction that you wanted to go in. So I'm sorry for your loss. If you got caught out in the sell, doing non-farm payroll. Hence why when news is breaking, gotta make sure you protect every single pitch you got before that news comes out. Do you know what I mean? So now this is where we are. This is where we are right now. So in the next few hours, the markets is going to be opening. So it's going to be opening for me in the UK. It's going to be about 11:30 in the night. 11:30 in the night, and currently it is 4:54. So in a few hours, it's going to be open, and this is what I hope is going to happen. But however, because I kind of got in the market to where it is, where I can kind of work with it. So at this level, I can work with it. I can definitely. I'm now. In this moment right now, as we're looking at this, I'm looking for positions in now. Because ideally, this is the place I want it. I want it right here. But if it's not going to go here and it's going to give it to me over here, fine, I'll take it, because bottom line is it's still quite a lot of pips to the upside. So I'll take it. I'm not going to be I'm going to wait. No, I've been waiting literally about 3 weeks for this situation right here. Like, I've waited long enough. I want to eat now. So yeah, but how? So this is what I'm hoping for. So what kind of structures am I hoping to see? So structures combined with the news. So that's the most important thing of my trading strategy is news followed by structure. So how structurally it looks, followed by what's going on in the news, and that helps me determine what's the best thing to do and not the best thing to do. And like I say, I'm not always accurate. But I do win more than I lose. So I'm happy with that little situation. I do win more than I lose, but I'm not entirely always accurate. So I have to appreciate that fact. So what am I expecting to happen? This is what I'm expecting to happen. So I'm expecting boom, good to go red. He might not exactly go as wide. It could be, he might just take his time, but I'm expecting something along the lines of this. Then I'm expecting boom, somewhere down here. That is what I'm expecting. So I'm going to get my big fat arrow and I'm going to draw right here. Because literally everything I've been saying is more or less been happening. The only thing that we're waiting for is the boop to the upside. So let's do another arrow. And this is it right here. And we're going to change these boxes to red. This is purely for thumbnail purposes, just so that you can clearly see where we like to sell from and where we like to buy from. So here we are. And this show shape that we're looking at right now is the head and shoulders. That is the head and shoulders, and I believe this area is consolidation of confirmation that it still wants to go down some more, at which point it will do that. And then we're gonna color this a massive green to the up. No, that's gray. That is gray. Can I tell my greens? Yep, a massive green all the way down. So that's what we got going on. This is what I think is gonna happen. Let's get rid of these mountain tops. Let's get rid of this mountain top. Let's keep this structure going. And let's bring this down here. And this is what we're hoping for. So guys, this video is actually been quite a quick one, you know. So once again, I'd like to thank you for coming over to watch Tips and Points. I've been your host, Jono. Yeah, thanks for watching. I hope you subscribe. I hope you like, and I hope you comment, and I hope you hit the bell icon. And I'll see you in the next video. So all being well, I should make another video at some point next week. But if not, if the market's looking boring, then I'll do it at the end of the week, and then we can catch up on anything exciting that would have happened. Because let's face it, the markets from the moment where I left it off, it only started to get exciting literally within the last couple of days of the week. That's when it started to get exciting, at which point the content made sense for it to be delivered today, supposing to during the week. So thank you for coming over, and yeah, I'll see you in the next video. All right.